Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-October general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Libra. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Libra and cross-watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear and set the energy for you guys, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Libra. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see what is going on in your love life from now to the end of October that Spirit wants to talk to you about. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy that's in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you're single or taken, whether you're in connection with this person now or in separation. Let's go ahead and see what energy is surrounding you and why are they coming through for October? Is anything going to happen from it? So tell me about the energy surrounding Libra right now, Spirit, in regards to love and romance. First, we have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, someone's getting frustrated. I feel that very clearly here. And it's because of someone's on and off type of energy. Someone's just stubborn. Someone's just kind of making things more difficult than they have to be. That's how this kind of feels here. So Spirit is just kind of saying, you know what, Libra, if they're acting like this, let it go and see what happens. Will they try to text back? Will they notice your silence and try to reach out? What are they going to do with it? I do feel that someone here has been making more the initiative than they should be. And it's kind of just making this person used to the fact that you will be the one to reach out, but you're not the one that chases Libra, or at least you shouldn't be. And I think that's what Spirit is saying this person needs to get the hint about. There's someone who always wears a hat, whether that's like a baseball cap or a beanie. Tell me more. Or maybe a hair wrap for when they go to bed at night. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Libra. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You know, I do feel like you want more one-on-one time with this person. I don't know if someone lives with roommates and it makes it difficult to have that, or someone could be living with their parents even, I feel. But it's like you feel this person isn't taking the initiative to make more romantic time with you. Almost as if like when you guys hang out, it always has to be like their friends come, or it has to be somewhere like super public, like a party, an event, a bar. And it's like you kind of want time where you spend intimately with this person. And it almost feels as if you think like they've been avoiding that, Libra. The letter R is sticking out to me. First, middle, last, initial, even someone's name ending with an R. It could be Ryan, Rachel. Tell me more. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. For this card, for me, sometimes can indicate two people coming from different cultures, backgrounds, ethnicities, even religious, spiritual backgrounds and beliefs. But I do feel that this is what's kind of making someone frustrated about this connection here, is that someone feels there's more to it or should be more to it, especially with someone seeing all the divine synchronicities, confirmations, repeating numbers, things that keep popping up about this person, that you feel like this just can't be a coincidence, or this just can't be a waste of my time. And maybe even having this connection with this person, Libra, has led you guys to have a spiritual awakening, do more research, dive into tarot, dive into astrology, that type of sense. And it's kind of been opening up your mind a lot more about how to understand this person, how to understand this connection. Someone could even have like a religious symbol, verse tattooed onto them as well. So yeah, tell me more. What is the purpose of this right now between Libra and this individual? What is meant to happen and unfold here? What more can you give me about the purpose of this connection between Libra and this energy spirit? Intimacy. I've been telling you guys, and here it is. And it says closeness, sexuality, and seclusion, and then tension. Turbulence, arguments, and stress. And this is at the bottom of the deck, right? And I kind of feel like this is what started it off, right? As how you feel going into this reading, or how you've been feeling the last few days and weeks. It's like this person's just irking you, frustrating you. You feel like they're not doing enough. You feel like it's on and off, or you don't know how to read this person, and it's causing a lot of stress about, you know, what I should do in this. I feel even for someone right outside of their house or their apartment, there's a street light. Just confirming who I'm talking about here. You're trying to have like that aha moment and get it with this person because, yeah, they're just very standoffish sometimes. But with intimacy, I feel this is what is trying to blossom between the two of you. But I feel this person has intimacy issues, perhaps. Whether that is sexually, whether that is emotionally. And I feel like they're getting that pressure from you, Libra, that you want more intimacy. You want to connect on a deeper level than what you two have been doing these last few days and weeks. And with this being a flower that is bloomed, I do feel that there's definitely been substance between the two of you, but it's just like diving deeper is the thing here. I do feel like it's been a bit more physical or a bit more superficial, and someone just wants to understand someone on a more personal level that maybe has been lacking within this. Someone could be wearing purple right now, or purple is someone's favorite color, aura color, bed sheet color. Okay, let's get into the tarot. And with the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Libra? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Interesting. So I definitely feel like, Libra, they know they've disappointed you in some way recently. That you have been kind of showing that you've been upset with them, frustrated with them. And I think they do feel bad about it. But again, like there's something that they're still trying to work through personally that is making them hard to kind of get to that other side of where you see this or see yourself being with this person. But I'm hearing excuses. I don't know if they always make up excuses or there's always an excuse as to why they can't do something, but it's really starting to like annoy you. Okay, wow. So bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. I have to say, officially, 555 is on the spread. Big change is meant to happen in your life through meeting this person, or big change is about to occur from now to the end of October within this situation here. But, you know, more than anything, I feel with this Hierophant card, Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, by the way, it feels like someone's coming to a better understanding. Someone has gone through a spiritual awakening, better awareness of themselves, of the situation they're in. And I do kind of feel here with this Hierophant, someone is looking for someone that they could partner up with, be in a relationship with, commit to. You demand loyalty. You demand consistency. You demand someone that will put the initiative in to make and build something with you, Libra. And I feel like that has been lacking within this connection here. But I do feel with this Hierophant energy, I don't know, almost like whether it's you or this person, like through this connection, you guys have been learning a lot about love and romance in a way you didn't learn or understand being with someone else. I do feel that with this Hierophant energy here, there's a lot that the conversations you guys have could be surrounded around like life purpose, around philosophies, around spirituality. And it has been kind of making someone a lot more curious about, you know, the spiritual side of themselves or the spiritual side of this connection, especially with religious factors here. Now, this can also indicate that someone may have come from a strict religious background, which is maybe why someone is a bit stubborn in their ways, okay? Very fixated in their ways. Someone could also be a teacher, a mentor, a social worker, therapist, spiritual leader in that sort of sense for their careers as well. All right. So how they feel about you is the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy. They feel bad about something right now, Libra. I wonder for some of you guys, the point of what they feel bad for is disappointing you. Recently, or just like the shift in conversation between the two of you, they can tell that there's something bothering you. And yeah, I think that there's another instance here that they're realizing that they've made a mistake. Because of now you retreating or you pulling your energy back or you not being the same. And I do feel it has upset them in some sort of sense, especially if they're not getting the same vibes from you that they were before. That was a lot more excited, a lot more passionate, a lot more interested. Tell me more about this Five of Cups energy. Someone could have a pool in their backyard where someone has very long hair, maybe even extensions in their hair. Or likes to keep their hair long. Five of Cups. So many fives here. Yeah, you know what I kind of feel, Libra, is that for some of you guys, you felt like by not reaching out as much or by not engaging as much as you did before, by surrendering control, that it would get this person to open up more, and they still haven't done it yet. It's like you almost feel as if they're fine with you leaving their life. But with the Five of Cups twice, that's not the case. They may feel like that's inevitable here. And that comes from a different wound than what I think they even realize they have, Libra. But for you, if they're not willing to fight for it, that feels like they're giving up. And maybe they're worried, Libra, that you're giving up on this or starting to think of giving up on this. Tell me more about this Five of Cups. King of Swords. Aquarius energy. You just want someone to be real here with you. Even if it hurts, just say it. Or even like, just their coldness sometimes is what makes you feel like they wouldn't care if you kind of just like slowly backed out of their life. They are very observant. They act like they're not, but they absolutely are. And they have been observing the difference in your energy. But they're trying to decide what's best for it right now. But, you know, I think they are disappointed with how this may start, they think is going to kind of lead up to what's going to happen soon between the two of you. And I do feel that they want to strategize some sort of way to get out of this hole that they dug themselves in with you, Libra. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. Someone just feels emotionally distant, emotionally disconnected. And it could be tit for tat. They've been doing it so long, you've kind of been moving away as well, in a sense. But that's something that they notice that they for some reason didn't really think would happen. And that's why there's disappointment with the Five of Cups twice, by the way. What they think about you is the Knight of Cups. So this is Pisces energy. I kind of feel with this Knight of Cups that they're smooth talkers, okay? First of all, they are very good at seduction. They're very good at wooing. They can pick up on your vibes and feelings, even if they don't respond very well to it. They do kind of think that there could be a saving grace here, is to kind of start easing back into your energy with the seduction, with the charm that they've always had. Someone could drive a silver car as well, kind of something with the Knight of Cups I always pick up on. But they do fantasize about you, Libra. They do think about you a lot, and they think about the connection that's been building between the two of you. And maybe through their recent thoughts of that, it's kind of leading them to being afraid if they've already messed this up. But they're flirts. They're definitely flirts. And they may be wondering if you've been kind of distant because you're starting to put your energy elsewhere. Maybe into different, reactivating your dating apps or kind of going on dates with other people. That's something that they kind of think about. Worry about? I'm not sure. Again, because this person is just they don't like to talk about their emotions. They don't like to express their emotions. At least the ones that would be a little bit more in the darker side of things. They definitely like to talk about when they want you over. They definitely like to talk about how, you turn them on. But as far as how you make them feel, or if there's anything that they're ashamed by or feel bad for, no, they don't want to talk about that. But I do think, Libra, if there's been some sort of tension or silence between the two of you, they're trying to figure out a way to kind of ease up the situation again, or smooth things over between the two of you. They think that they need to start taking a more romantic approach here. But, I gotta say, this person does feel like they loosen a lot of things up through alcohol. So getting you to drink, or you guys drinking, they think that's a way to kind of smooth things over between the two of you. And that may be a strategy they usually use. Splitting wine, a bottle of wine, getting some shots. So be aware of that, Libra. What they like the most about you is the Tower card. Interesting. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. You can have Aries, Scorpio rising or moon. Doesn't have to be the case. You're a little ball of thunder. I don't know why it came out that way for me to say it, but you pack a punch, Libra. You're definitely someone who, I don't know, just is likes to make a point, likes to kind of make a scene in a sense. And I don't think it's drama, but when you enter the room, people know about it. There's a unique energy that you carry that really lingers and sticks with people. And I do feel with this Tower card here, where there may have been going into this not a lot of expectations, you've kind of blown them away in some sort of sense. Especially if you guys have talked about, religious, spiritual, philosophical types of conversations. But I also kind of feel for those of you, if you're not the one that's going through a spiritual awakening, you definitely have been putting this person through one. I think it's kind of caught this person off guard, or even shocked them about, what this has turned out to be between the two of you. Even if you don't feel like it's made any progress or improvements, they definitely have been taking notice of it. Someone could have a bit of a bad temper, but they find it attractive. They find it sexy even for some of you guys. But what they don't like about you is the Sun card. Leo energy. First of all, I just have to say they really like your smile, and they may have told you that, or they like to make you smile. But I feel with the Sun energy, I think they've definitely shifted. You're not little Miss or Mr. Sunshine anymore, especially with the disappointments especially with the excuses, that you haven't been texting as much and haven't seemed to be as excited or happy in this connection. They definitely sensed the shift. And maybe, you know, in the beginning you were very positive, you were very hopeful, you were very engaged, but they're not getting that sense from you anymore, Libra. And that's something they are kind of bummed by. But what were they kind of expecting at the same time? You can't stay or pretend to be happy in anything, Libra. You're just real like that. So more so than them kind of being like, oh, Libra's changed, or, you know, Libra's not talking to me as much, boo-hoo, it could be more like, what did I do to shift this? And again, yes, a lot of times it takes two to tango, but there's something here that you feel as if they've let you down in, and that hasn't been able to be shaked off or kind of looked over and ignored. Someone's also an early riser or a morning person while the other likes to sleep in. And that has caused some issues of where you guys can hang out, or I don't know, just annoyingness as far as the difference between you guys' wake up times. Just throwing out there. If someone has to wake up really early and has an alarm for it, and it annoys the other person. What they like the most about this connection is the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, yeah, I do feel Libra, you know, unannounced to you, this person really does think there's something going here. And they like what has been developing between the two of you thus far. They like the fact that there has been excitement here, that things look like it's been heading up in an upward direction. But I do feel like, Libra, this is what is part of the problem, right? A, they're not telling you this. B, it's like, okay, there's a high, I have a really good time with this person. We stayed the night at each other's houses and it was really good. And then it goes back down the wheel again of like, okay, where are we at? They're not texting me back. Did they have a good time? It's just that kind of up and down, in and out, hot and cold vibe I feel that they like about it, because it keeps things a bit more detached, but you're not enjoying it. But they do find it to be a lot of fun, adventurous, exciting. That's maybe what they're telling other people, but they're not telling you. Interesting. What they don't like about this connection is the Ace of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Here's part of the crux of the problem, Libra. Yeah, someone, again, the intimacy on an emotional level is something that they struggle a lot with, that they retreat from, that they're not comfortable in. And I do feel like, although they know how to use their seduction, their charm emotionally to get someone in the right vibes and the right feelings, when it comes down to actually being real and exposing how they feel about it in a very truthful way, in a very vulnerable way, they can't do it. And so I wonder with this Five of Cups, there is something recently that you kind of left open for them to finally be real with you about how they feel or where they feel like this is going, but they kind of backed out, or their response to you disappointed you in a sense. So yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, like with that idea of things are progressing and going, like I don't think they have the long-term vision of like marriage or, you know, long-term connection. And maybe I feel, Libra, with this understanding, or what you're kind of starting to feel like with this person, it's you're wondering if they could ever be that person for you, to hold that cup with you, to start growing something more serious and deeply involved with one another on an emotional sense. Highest hopes is the Nine of Cups. Sorry, I have to cover the biddies for YouTube. But Pisces energy, very strong Pisces energy in this reading, by the way. But I feel with this Nine of Cups here, someone's highest hopes is that things could go back to where they were, that there could still be happiness for the two of you where things are, that you'll come back around, that you will, you know, kind of go back to your old self in that sense. But I do feel on your end, Libra, with Nine of Cups, like you want what you need from this, and you're expecting the highest outcome to come from it. Or that's what you were holding on to for some time before this disappointment happened. And you're really hoping that you could be proven wrong, that this person really is someone that all those good feelings you started to have for them was something that was going to lead up to them finally breaking their shell, getting out of their comfort zone, and doing something for you that means a lot for you, that shows that they're ready, that shows that they care. But deepest fears is the Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So this is, yeah, rejection, being abandoned, being ghosted, waste of a time. I put so much into this. I was really looking forward to this and it just didn't surmount to anything. Or that even they can't give me what I need. And maybe I played up this situation of what I wanted them to be, where I saw them they could be, but they never have taken the steps to follow through with. And someone's afraid of like going back to that single life of trying to find someone again, where this felt so promising and had a lot of potential. Someone doesn't want to get hurt again. All right, Libra, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen from now to the end of the month that you need to know about, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more Oracle Tarot cards to just dive deeper into the situation. And if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Libra, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it gave you clarity, insight, healing, confirmation, and guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.